Listen up. You've been ignored, overlooked, and dismissed, but guess what? They underestimated you. They thought they could write you off, treat you like you're just another face in the crowd, that you'd never amount to anything. Well, here's the harsh truth. You're still here. And now it's time to make them see what they've been sleeping on. This is war. Not the kind with uniforms and guns, but the kind where you fight for your respect, your legacy, your life. The world has fed you lies, told you that you're not strong enough, not smart enough, not capable enough. Every failure, every rejection, every setback was a reminder that you were never meant for greatness. But that's all bullshit. You're not here to fit in. You're not here to blend into the background. You were born for more than the scraps the world threw your way. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines waiting for someone to notice, waiting for your big break, you've been doing it all wrong. You're not here to be discovered. You're here to conquer. It's time to wake up. Stop waiting for validation. The only approval you need is your own. The truth is, people who took you for granted, who acted like you were invisible, are the ones who should be scared. You've been training. You've been fighting in the dark, silently building yourself up. They might not know it yet, but when it's your time, they won't be able to ignore you anymore. You've been living in the shadows of others, letting them have their moment, letting them take what they think is theirs. But there's a storm coming, and it's called your awakening. You've been asleep at the wheel for too long, hoping someone else would drive. Not anymore. You've been handed the keys to your destiny, and it's time to burn some rubber. They think they've won. They think they've beat you down, ground you into the dirt. But they don't know who they're messing with. You're not broken. You're not defeated. You're a sleeping giant, a force of nature waiting to be unleashed. And the best part? They don't even know what's coming for them. Now is your time to make them regret every time they overlooked you, every time they thought you were nothing. You are the storm they never saw coming, the fire that will burn everything they thought they controlled to the ground. This is no more playing nice, no more waiting for permission, no more living in the shadows. From this point forward, it's you or them, and you're going to make them remember your name. Every day you've been holding back is a day wasted, a day you've given to others. You've let the world dictate your pace, your value, your life, but not anymore. If they didn't see what you're capable of before, you'll show them in the most unforgiving way possible. And when you do, don't expect a thank you. Don't expect anyone to pat you on the back. What you're about to unleash will leave them speechless, and that's the way it should be. You are not here to be someone's second choice. You're here to own every room you walk into, to shatter every barrier they put in front of you, to leave a mark so deep that they'll never forget the name they took for granted. This is war, and it's your time to fight. Here's where it gets real. You've been sold a lie, a goddamn lie so powerful it's been running your life without you even knowing it. The world told you to wait your turn, to take it slow, to be patient. It told you that there's a formula, that success is a path of linear progress and soft, slow steps. They told you the lie that you can't be more than what you are now. Well, I'm here to tear that lie apart, piece by piece. They told you that you have to play nice, be kind, wait for others to see your worth, work your ass off day after day for a pat on the back. That's the system they want you to believe in. They want you to follow the rules they set. They want you to be small, comfortable, and docile. They want you to beg for the scraps. They want you to stay in line. And if you fall for that, if You continue down that road, you'll be a slave to their system forever. You know the voice that says, "It's okay, just wait. They'll notice you eventually." If you work hard enough, someone will give you a chance. Let me tell you something right now. That's a lie. That's a trap. They're not going to notice you. The world doesn't owe you shit. You're not some prize they're waiting to discover. If you've been waiting for someone to give you a seat at the table, you've already lost. They're not going to give you anything. Why? Because they don't have to. You've given them the power by believing that your success is in their hands. You've handed over control, piece by piece, because you've believed the lie that hard work alone will get you there. Well, here's the cold, harsh truth. You can work yourself to death, bust your ass, and still be left behind if you're not willing to take what's yours. Hard work is just the start. It's the bare minimum. If you think that's enough, if you think that's the key to success, you've been blinded by the lie. You've been sitting in the back, waiting for your time to come, thinking that one day someone will give you the chance. But that's not how this world works. It never has been. It's not a fairy tale. It's not some dream sequence where the good guys get rewarded and the bad guys are punished. This is a battlefield. This is the real world. And here, the weak get crushed and the strong take what they want. Do you know what the winners do? They don't wait for a chance. They create their own chance. They don't sit in the background, hoping someone will finally notice their potential. They go out there and they demand that everyone sees what they're capable of. And it's not a matter of being better than anyone else. It's about being so relentless, so unstoppable, that the world has no choice but to recognize you. You've been convinced that it's enough to just play by the rules. But the truth is, the rules are designed to keep you in place. The system isn't there to reward hard work. It's there to reward submission, to reward compliance. It's there to keep you small, to keep you in your lane, to keep you from ever realizing how much power you really have. They told you that if you just stay humble, if you just keep your head down and keep working, someone will eventually see your worth. But no one is coming to save you. The cavalry isn't coming to swoop in and change your life. No, you are the cavalry. And if you're waiting for a handout, waiting for someone else to give you a break, you might as well pack it up and go home. It's a lie that keeps you stuck, keeps you stagnant. That's the lie that's held you in chains, that's kept you from rising. You don't need permission. You don't need validation. What you need is the hunger, the fire, the will to break the chains that have kept you in this cage. You need the courage to step out of the shadows and take what's yours. When the world tells you to wait, to be patient, to trust the process, what they're really saying is, don't make waves. Don't upset the status quo. Stay quiet, and you might get what you want. But that's not how it works. It's not about being quiet, it's about being loud. It's about being so damn loud, so undeniable, that they have no choice but to listen to you. The truth is, you've been playing the game on their terms. You've been following their script, hoping they'll see your worth, hoping they'll reward you for all the time and effort you've put in. But what they're really doing is laughing behind your back, watching you grind and struggle while they sit comfortably in their positions of power. They've built a system where they win and you lose. They've convinced you to keep following the rules, and you've fallen for it. It's time to wake up. The time for following rules is over. The time for begging for scraps is over. You were never meant to be a cog in someone else's machine. You were meant to break the machine. You were meant to rise above the rules and create your own path. The moment you stop waiting for others to recognize your worth is the moment you take control. Stop being the pawn. Start being the damn king. They want you to play nice, to stay in your lane, to accept the limitations they've placed on you. But you are not limited. You are not small. You are not average. You are capable of far more than they want you to believe. And if you keep believing their lies, you'll be stuck in the same place year after year, fighting for the scraps, never realizing your true potential. So, what are you going to do? Keep waiting for someone to give you permission? Or are you going to take your future into your own hands and show them that they were wrong about you? They lied. And now it's your turn to expose the truth. It's time. The lies are shattered, and now it's time to face the truth. No more sugarcoating, no more comforting words to soften the blow. This is the harsh reality, the one you've been running from, the one that's been staring you in the face every damn day while you've been too afraid to look. But you can't hide from it anymore. Not now. Not ever. Here's the raw truth. You've been weak. You've been soft. You've been letting the world tell you who you are and what you can do. You've been accepting the scraps they've thrown your way, thinking that it's all you deserve. You've been playing the victim, feeling sorry for yourself when things didn't go your way, when life knocked you down. You've been acting like it's not your fault. Well, guess what? It is your fault. You are responsible for every single setback you've faced. You are the reason you're stuck. You are the one who decided to wait for someone to give you permission, to follow the rules, to stay small. You let your fears, your doubts, and your insecurities dictate your actions. And now you're paying the price. Every time you hesitated, every time you played it safe, every time you backed down from a challenge, you gave away a piece of your power. This isn't a game. This isn't about a little motivation to get through the day. This is life. This is survival. And if you're not willing to fight for what you want, then you don't deserve it. The truth is that you're the one who's been holding yourself back, not the world. The world doesn't care about your comfort, your safety, your happiness. The world is indifferent to your struggles. It only cares about one thing: who is willing to rise above, who is willing to put in the work, and who is willing to destroy anything that stands in their way. And right now you're not doing that. You're not fighting. You're not even in the ring. You've been sitting on the sidelines hoping things will get better, hoping someone will come to your rescue. But nobody's coming for you. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about your fears. The only thing that matters is action. The only thing that matters is what you do with the time you've been given. There's no magic pill. There's no secret formula. There's no special road to success that's paved with gold. The only path to greatness is through pain, struggle, sacrifice, and relentless action. Every person who's ever made it to the top didn't get there by playing nice. They didn't get there by sitting back and waiting for opportunities to fall in their lap. They fought for it. They clawed their way to the top with blood, sweat, and tears. And that's exactly what you need to do now. So stop making excuses. Stop telling yourself that you're not ready. Stop waiting for the right moment. That moment will never come. The only moment that matters is right now. If you're not willing to step up and take what's yours, you will stay exactly where you are. Stuck, invisible, forgotten. And that's exactly what you deserve if you're too weak to rise above. But here's the truth. You don't have to stay here. You don't have to be stuck in this place. You don't have to keep being the person who waits for things to change. You can be the person who makes the change. You can be the person who breaks free from the chains you've wrapped around yourself. But that means you need to make a decision, a real decision. Not some half-assed commitment. Not some I'll try bullshit. You need to commit to the grind. You need to commit to the pain. You need to commit to the work. Because nothing worth having comes easy. You've been living in a fantasy. You've been told that all you need to do is believe and the universe will give you what you want. You've been told to manifest your dreams, to wish for success and wait for it to show up. But here's the truth that no one is telling you. That's bullshit. The universe doesn't owe you anything. Success doesn't owe you anything. You are not entitled to anything just because you exist. You need to earn it. And that means putting in the work, grinding day in and day out, doing whatever it takes to get where you need to be. If you're not willing to make that kind of commitment, then you will stay exactly where you are. And it will be your fault, no one else's. You are your own worst enemy. Not the world, not your circumstances, not your past. You are the one who holds yourself back. You are the one who makes excuses. You are the one who is too afraid to take the leap. You are the one who is too weak to face the challenge. And that has to change. Right now. No more hiding. No more pretending that everything is okay when it's not. No more sitting on the sidelines watching others rise while you wait for your turn. Your turn is right now. The only question is, are you ready to fight for it? You've been told that the world is unfair, that life isn't giving you what you deserve. But here's the truth. Life doesn't care. Life doesn't care about what you think you deserve. It only cares about what you take. Life is not a fairy tale, and no one is going to swoop in to save you. If you want to change your life, you have to be the one to make it happen. No one is coming. No one is going to give you a pass. And if you're not willing to step up and take what you want, you'll stay exactly where you are. Stuck, forgotten, and insignificant. So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna keep making excuses? Are you gonna keep hiding from the truth? Or are you going to rise? Because right now, that's all that matters. The truth is in your hands. And what you do with it is what will define you. Are you going to let the lies win, or are you going to fight with everything you have to rewrite your story? You want to know what happens if you don't change? You want to know what's waiting for you if you continue down this pathetic path of excuses, self-deception, and inaction? Fine. Let me show you. You stay the same. That's it. That's your future. You stay exactly where you are. Stuck in the same rut, fighting the same battles, only to lose the same way every single time. You think you're in control of your life, but you're not. You think you're making progress, but you're not. You're just pretending to move forward, while you're really sinking deeper and deeper into mediocrity. Every day you hesitate, every day you avoid the truth, every day you refuse to fight. It's one more step toward a life of insignificance. The world will leave you behind. It doesn't care that you've been struggling. It doesn't care that you've been trying. The world isn't interested in your effort. It's interested in results. And if you're not producing results, if you're not getting anywhere, if you're not breaking through, then you will be forgotten. It will pass you by like you never even existed. The world doesn't owe you anything. It doesn't owe you recognition, success, or happiness. If you're too weak to take it, then you don't deserve it. But that's the path you're on, isn't it? That's the reality you're facing. You've been so afraid of stepping up, so afraid of the grind, so afraid of failure, that you've convinced yourself that staying in the same place is okay. You've told yourself that you're fine. You've told yourself that things will get better, that they'll somehow work out. But deep down, you know that they won't. The price of weakness isn't just stagnation. It's decay. It's death. Not the literal death, at least not yet, but the death of your potential, the death of your dreams, the death of everything that you could have been, all because you were too damn scared to take the first step. And that's the most tragic thing of all. You're squandering everything that was handed to you, every gift, every talent, every opportunity, just because you can't face the fear, the discomfort, and the hard work it takes to make something of yourself. You think you can live in comfort forever? You think that you can continue being soft, sitting on your ass, waiting for things to magically align? You're wrong. The world is brutal. Life is brutal. And if you're not willing to face it head on, you will be chewed up and spit out. You think you have time? You don't. Time is the one thing that doesn't wait for anyone. While you're sitting around procrastinating, waiting for a better moment, life is passing you by. The clock is ticking, and every second you waste is a second you can't get back. You think you're going to have a second chance to do it all over again? Think again. Every moment you waste, every day you let slip by is a moment that someone else is using to climb ahead of you. Someone else is working while you're making excuses. Someone else is fighting while you're waiting for the perfect time. And that someone is going to leave you in the dust. Here's the truth. The world doesn't care about your struggles. It doesn't care that you've been through pain. It doesn't care that you've faced hardships. It doesn't care that life has been unfair to you. The world will not stop for your pain. It will not give you a break just because you feel bad. If you want to make something of yourself, you have to be the one to put in the work. And here's the even worse truth. You've been hiding behind your excuses for too long. You've been justifying your inaction with your circumstances. Oh, I don't have the time. Oh, I'm too tired. Oh, things are too hard right now. But that's the weak, cowardly way of thinking. The truth is, the world doesn't care about your excuses. Life doesn't care about your comfort. Nobody gives a damn about the reasons you're not doing what you need to do. All it cares about is results. And if you're not producing results, if you're not moving forward, then you're irrelevant. Imagine this. 5 years from now, you're exactly where you are now. Still stuck, still making excuses, still telling yourself that tomorrow will be the day you finally change. And where will that get you? Absolutely nowhere. The world will keep moving on. The people who put in the work, who face the grind, who stop waiting for the stars to align, they will leave you behind. And you'll be left wondering why you didn't act sooner, why you didn't push harder. But by then it'll be too late. So tell me, what will you do with your time? What will you do with the moments you have left? Because here's the cold truth. You will never get them back. And the more you wait, the more you put off taking action. The more you'll regret it when you realize that you've wasted your life waiting for something to change. The only thing that changes is you. The moment you decide to take control. The moment you decide to stop making excuses. And if you don't, if you keep giving in to weakness, if you keep letting fear win, you'll end up just like everyone else who's afraid to rise. You'll live a life of mediocrity, a life of what-ifs and should-haves, and you'll die without ever knowing what it felt like to truly fight for something. You'll die with the bitter taste of regret in your mouth, and that's the most painful death of all. But it's not too late. Not yet. There's still time for you to make a change. There's still time for you to decide that you won't be a casualty of your own weakness. There's still time for you to step up, take control, and start fighting for everything you've ever wanted. But if you keep waiting, if you keep avoiding the work, if you keep letting fear decide your future, you will be left behind. You'll look around and see everyone else who didn't hesitate, who didn't wait for permission, who didn't let fear rule them. You'll see them rising, thriving, achieving, and you'll wonder what could have been, and it'll be too late. So what's it going to be? Are you going to step up and fight, or are you going to fade into the background, forgotten, left behind, a casualty of your own weakness? It's time to stop waiting. Time to stop hiding. The war is here, and you've been standing on the sidelines, watching others fight, watching others win. But no more. This is your time now. This is the moment you stop being the victim of your own excuses and start becoming the victor of your own battle. You want to rise? Then rise. You don't need permission. You don't need some magical sign from the universe. You don't need a perfect moment. What you need is to make the choice to break free from the chains you've placed on yourself. The choice to stop making excuses, stop complaining, and stop acting like you don't have the power to change your life. It's all within you. Every ounce of strength, every bit of fire, every drop of willpower is already inside. You've just been too damn comfortable, too afraid to unleash it. But that ends now. You were not made to live in the shadows. You were not made to be a bystander in your own life. You were made to conquer. You were made to fight. You were made to take what you want and never apologize for it. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing small? Are you going to keep pretending that you're okay with being mediocre? Or are you going to rise up, grab the power that's been in your hands the whole time and start dominating your life like you were born to? You don't get to decide when you're going to rise. It doesn't work like that. The world doesn't wait. Success doesn't wait. Time doesn't wait. If you don't grab it now, it'll slip right through your fingers. And you'll be left looking back, wondering where you went wrong, wondering why you didn't act sooner. The fire inside you isn't something you can just turn on when it's convenient. It's always there, burning, waiting. But you've been too afraid to let it consume you. You've been too comfortable, too willing to accept just enough when you could have everything. You've been settling for a life that's less than what you deserve because you're too afraid to face the fight. But let me tell you something. That fear is the enemy. That comfort is the enemy. The life you're living right now, the one where you avoid the struggle, where you stay in your comfort zone, it's the enemy. And the only way to defeat that enemy is to take action. You have to get uncomfortable. You have to push through the pain. You have to fight when every bone in your body tells you to quit. You have to demand more from yourself than anyone has ever demanded of you. You have to be relentless. You have to be a force that can't be stopped. Your rise starts with you taking full responsibility for your life. No more blaming the system, no more blaming other people, no more excuses. You are the one who controls your destiny. You are the one who holds the power. You are the one who decides whether you stay where you are or whether you break through the walls you've built around yourself. You can sit around and wait for things to get better, but that's never going to happen. Things don't get better by waiting, they get better by fighting. This is war, and in war there are no safe zones, no places to hide, no excuses. You either stand up and fight or you get crushed. There is no middle ground. This is about survival. This is about going into battle with everything you've got and not stopping until you've won. There are no shortcuts, no handouts, no one is going to save you. But that's what makes the victory so sweet. The harder the battle, the sweeter the triumph. You can't sit on the sidelines anymore. It's time to get into the game. It's time to take the fight to the enemy. The enemy is your fear. The enemy is your doubt. The enemy is your weakness. And guess what? You have the power to destroy every single one of those enemies. But you've got to decide that you're ready. You've got to decide that you're done playing it safe. The people who rise, the people who make it to the top, they don't wait for someone to hand them their success. They go out and take it. They fight, they grind, they push, and they don't stop. They don't care about the odds. They don't care how hard it gets. They just keep moving forward. And that's what you have to do. You have to keep moving forward. Even when it's hard, even when you don't feel like it, even when every part of you wants to quit. That's when you push harder. That's when you fight back. Success doesn't come to the weak. It doesn't come to those who quit at the first sign of difficulty. It doesn't come to those who sit back and wait for the stars to align. Success comes to those who fight through the pain, who take risks, who do what others are too scared to do. You have the power to rise, right now, in this moment. But you have to commit. You have to commit to the grind. You have to commit to the struggle. You have to commit to doing whatever it takes. You have to make the decision to become the person you were meant to be. The person who doesn't just survive, but who thrives. The person who conquers every obstacle. The person who walks through fire and comes out stronger. And guess what? When you make that commitment, when you decide that you will no longer settle for anything less than greatness, the world will have no choice but to recognize your power. They'll see you rise. They'll see you break free from the chains of your own limitations. They'll see you dominate, and they won't be able to ignore it. But it all starts with you. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to do the work for you. No one is going to hand you success. If you want it, you have to take it. You have to earn it. And it starts today. So, are you ready to rise? Are you ready to stop being the victim of your own fear? Are you ready to unleash the beast inside you and show the world what you're really made of? This is your time. This is your moment. And if you don't take it, if you don't rise up, then you'll be left with nothing but regret. But if you do rise, if you step into that fire, if you push through the pain, if you refuse to quit, then nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. The rise is now. The war is on. Fight, conquer, dominate. This is your war. And this is your victory. There are no more excuses. No more waiting. No more pretending. You've heard the call. You've felt the fire, the anger, the desperation in every word I've spoken. You know exactly what's at stake. And you know exactly what you have to do. It's time to stop playing games. It's time to stop allowing fear, doubt, and hesitation to control your every move. It's time to make your move. Now, look at the path you've walked so far. Look at the struggles, the pain, the battles you've fought. The people who tried to hold you back, The situations that tried to break you and the moments when you felt like quitting. It all led to this. Every mistake, every failure, every fall, it all led to this moment. The moment when you stand face to face with the truth. The moment when you take full responsibility for your future. So, what are you going to do now? Are you going to let everything you've been through, everything you've suffered, go to waste? Are you going to let all that pain, all that potential fizzle away because you're too afraid to act? Are you going to let fear dictate your future? You're not that person anymore. You can't be. That version of you, the one who hid in the shadows, the one who was always waiting for the right time, or looking for the right opportunity. That version of you is dead. That version of you was weak, scared, and bound by the chains of self-doubt. But now you're stronger. Now you're relentless. Now you are a warrior. The time to act is now, and there are no more distractions. There are no more days to waste, no more time to squander. You have to make the decision right here, right now. This is your moment of truth. You either step up, or you stay where you are, stuck, trapped in the same cycle of regret and self-pity. You either rise or you fall. You've been waiting for the world to hand you something, but the world doesn't owe you anything. The world doesn't care about your problems, your fears, your dreams. The world is cold. The world is unforgiving. And it will chew you up and spit you out if you let it. But here's the truth. You're not here to survive. You're here to conquer. You're here to claim what's yours. And to do that, you have to take action, no matter how hard, no matter how painful. You have to be willing to push through the darkness, to fight when you feel like you've got nothing left, to step into the storm knowing that you are the one who will come out on top. This is a war, and in war there are no second chances. You don't get to sit on the sidelines and wait for a miracle. Miracles don't happen unless you create them. You create your own destiny. You build your own empire. You rise or you fall on your own terms. So what will it be? Will you choose the easy path, the path of mediocrity, the path of comfort and complacency? Or will you choose the path of greatness, the path that demands everything from you? The path where you push your limits and force the world to recognize your power. The time to make that decision is now. No more hesitation, no more fear, no more waiting. The clock is ticking. You've wasted enough time already. The only thing standing between you and the success you want is your own fear of stepping up. And that fear, that's a lie. It's a trick. It's the enemy trying to keep you down, trying to keep you small. But you're not small. You're a force to be reckoned with. You've got the power, you've got the drive, you've got the will to go to war and come out victorious. All you have to do is act. So here's the command. Stop holding back. Stop waiting for the right moment. Stop hoping someone will save you. No one is coming. The only person who can change your life is you. It's time to rise up and claim your power. It's time to step into the battlefield and fight like your life depends on it. Because it does. The war is on. There is no turning back. There is no more room for excuses. There is no more time to waste. It's time to take what's yours. Fight, push, break through, be relentless. You are the storm. You are the warrior. You are the one who will conquer. Now go and make them see what they were missing.